Hi, it's Kevin with KTM Jam, owner Pro Advertisers Club, with another episode of Farming Simulator 22. I'm on the Erlengrat map. It's my home base of all the properties. I'm currently working 4 maps, trying to get up to 10. I'm calling it the 10 land series. But I'm home for the weekend out of Brazil. And I had looked at 2 mines, but I could not get them. There were 2 different mod maps, but I couldn't get them to work on the PS4s. There's something going on with they're interacting wrong with the other mods, and I got a ton of mods loaded, so I got to figure out. It will take forever, so I'm going to hold off on those. I'm just going to say they fell through. So decided not to purchase any mines at the time, but I need some hay for my cows. So right now I just got done filling water up, and TMR, I got a whole wagon over there full of it, so I'm going to top it off with the hay and the grass. So let's get working here. And when you start on this map, you get this little piece of property with the cows, the house, the equipment, but you don't get any farmland per se. Like, I could make this right here into a little plot of something, but it wouldn't be worth it, you know what I'm saying? But if you just want to do cows to start off, perfect. That's my own slurry, and that will fill up, or I could use it for any kind of fertilizer I want, or even sell it probably. But I don't need a whole lot of grass, not for the cows. So eventually I'm going to buy up all the property around here. We'll take a look at a map here in a second. Now, this is the 3rd map that is with FS22. When you buy it, it comes with the game. And not a whole lot of people have made videos about it, or I haven't seen a lot anyway. And they don't play, but it's a beautiful map. I mean, it's absolutely beautiful, as you can tell. But with the mods, we must have about, oh God, 50 maps, maybe more, and it's growing all the time. Now, I do have a windrow and a teddy, and the teddies flip it, and the windrows will put them into nice straight lines. So I'll do that here in a few minutes. But this is the cheapest lawnmower you can buy. This came with it. When you open the game up, this will be included. And I'll show you the other equipment here in a second. And they have lots of jobs to do from other owners if you want to make money that way. Now, I'm government subsidized, so money's really not an option for me. That's the way I like to play. So the way I set my game up is just to buy everything up that I can, get all the businesses running, and that still takes me a tremendous amount of time. But other people like to play it, and I used to do it like that, where I'd be broke all the time. I mean, literally year after year, as you play the game, you're broke. It's just, make one mistake, it sets you back about 5 years. And we're talking game time, of course, but I'll tell you, I've been playing this since 2016, the Farming Simulator series, and it's very, very therapeutic and laid-back game. It really is. You can design it any way you want. You got tons of settings where you can make it harder, easier. Then you got the community that makes all these free mods that you can just, download and make the game even better. And I'm a big grass guy. I love to mow and cut grass and make silage and get into the biograss and all that. That's basically what my business model is grass. So the next map I'm going to be opening up is going to be No Man's Land, which is a really good grass lovers mod. And I like to do the meadow grass. Now, you get a better yield with planted grass, but meadow grass is a lot easier, less maintenance. It grows by itself. You don't have to plant it. It just doesn't have as good of a yield. And I also have the Farm and Precision mode mod in, and which I actually do like. It does make the game more complicated, more challenging, but it's just a neat layer of the game that I love to do. Now I do other crops. I'll grow some wheat, whatever my cows need and stuff like that, but not large scale. I do it for personal use. So my main commercial income is from grass. That's what I like to concentrate on. And it's not by coincidence. I had my own lawn business for 30 years before I sold it and went into truck driving. And I like doing the trees. I like to cut the trees down using a chainsaw, and I like to use the mobile cell point, which is basically just a table saw that you carry around with you. The rest of the tree cutting part of the game I don't care for. It's too aggravating, and anybody who's done it will know exactly what I'm talking about. It's gotten better. I haven't played 2025 yet, so maybe they have fixed it or made it easier to use, more user friendly, but and some people do very well on it. I just don't like it. It's too aggravating for me, to be honest. Alright, so let's go put the lawnmower up. Now this is your avatar, and he'll show up every now and then, but most of the times, like if you're in a tractor, you don't see him unless you're looking from the outside in. But if you go inside the tractor, he disappears like that because you're too close. But if you back up here, you can see him. And there's the house that little exclamation mark is the sleep spot. You can't go inside the house on this map. Alright, so let's get... I'm only going to need the small tractor for this. I could use this old antique, but I'm just going to get the small one. And actually, this is battery operated. I got a charger right here. Now it might not be powerful enough. Let's check it out. If it is, I could just look at the numbers, but I'm going to experiment here. I think this is the rower right here. Let me see. That's the rower. So I want to do the teddy first. No, I'm going to do grass first. I'm going to top off the grass. So okay, lower. I got to unfold. Oh no, this is the tedder. This is okay. I'm sorry. All right. Well, I'll do the hay first then. It don't matter. So lower. So what this is going to do is flip the grass and turn it into hay. So basically, hay is nothing but dried grass. That's the easiest way to. And I'll do half of it so I can do the other half in grass. Now I own the property behind the house there too, up to that road. So if I need to cut more grass, I can. But that is now hay. And you can windrow the both. So I don't know how many horsepower this is. I can go look, but it did a good job. Plenty, yeah, did really good. Oh, now you don't want to do what I just did because it does damage. If you got damage turned on, which I don't think you can turn it off in the PS4, like that right there. That if it registers it could cause damage. Now this is the rower, so it's going to put it all into one nice little pile so I can pick it up. Oh, okay. I've never used this one before, and it's putting it way over on the side there, so it's going to be hard to pick that up. And the bigger the windrow you got, the less lines you're going to have. And you don't have to windrow it. You can just pick it up with a forage wagon, but man, it's a lot quicker to put them in nice little... I mean, this isn't a big field, so I guess it really doesn't matter, but... so what I could do is lift it up and then lower it. And that's good enough for that. Let's go do the grass. Now, the game's going to have to pick one or the other. So it might stay grass, it might switch into hay for this first line, but we'll find out. It's staying grass, so that's good. Oh, 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 oh. Let me see if I can do a better job on keeping it straight. It's better to lift it up and then get into place. And usually, like I said, the property is usually bigger, so you don't have this problem kind of in a tight quarters here. Whoop, forgot to put it down. See, now I can do this, which makes it a lot easier. And what I actually should do is go, usually a tether, usually what this will do is put it in the middle of the machine. But this particular model puts it on the left side, which means it makes it a little bit more challenging to get it the way you want it. So what I'll do, now you don't have to make individual lines, you can make one big line. So let me try it that way. See that? There we go. Cool. Now I don't think this will pull the forage wagon, but we'll find out. It's a small forage wagon, so maybe it will. So I got that lifted up. There we go. Now I can. Whoop. When you're driving from the front, things are all backwards. Here we go. We'll find out as soon as we turn it on if it's got enough power. We're going to do the grass first. Now, the more grass I get in it, the better before I get near that hay. Otherwise, it will switch all over to hay, if you know what I mean. So I'll probably just do this row right here. So lower, turn on. And there we go. And it's pulling it just fine. It's doing a good job. And whether you got it, you know, stacked up or not, it's going to pick it up. So, like, again, it just saves time, especially on a bigger piece of property. This one was so small, I probably could have just done without the tethering and the... Okay, hold on. Let me concentrate on this. I'm going to go off the ledge here. See, I got 12%, so I might be okay to get near that hay. So let's try it. Oh no, you know what? Let's go dump it on case, that way I don't lose all the grass. And you're going to dump it where it has that little trailer sign that's lifted up. And when that comes up, you just push R1 in the triangle. And see that? It's filled. And I'd even use up all my grass. So let's go and let's save and give it a second. Well, hold on. Why isn't my grass filled up? Oh, I wonder if it's because my TMR is... Alright, let me try it again. Maybe I stopped too soon. Okay, it's not taking anymore, so I don't know. So I've only got 40%. I guess because of the TMR. I don't know. It should take more, but it's not. Yeah. Okay. So what I'm going to do then, and my wife is just going to love this, I'm going to dump it right here and that way I can scoop it up with my little front loader and Okay, so look at that. Alright, let's go get some hay. Now watch, I'm going to start with grass, but because there's not enough in there, it's going to switch over to hay, I hope. Yeah, see that? Went right back over to hay. But once you get so much in there, it won't do that no more. Man, I'm impressed with this little battery-operated electric tractor. You know, electric vehicles do have a lot of torque. I've always, said that about the Tesla truck. They're always bragging how it can go from 0 to 60 in 5 seconds or whatever the number is. But my point is, you don't want a semi truck that can go from 0 to, you want it to proceed slowly to up, because it's so heavy. You just don't want a vehicle that heavy that can move that fast, that quick. You just don't. Trust me. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to know that. So I laugh when they brag about it. I'm like, no, that's not what you want. Alright, let's go take what I got and see if I can put any more hay in there. What I should have done with the grass is put it in my silage, which I still can. Yeah, see, that's not even popping up. I had it on. I wonder if that has... No, it won't even let me unload here. Okay, well that's fine. I got enough in there, and if it gets low, I've accomplished the mission in one way. It just won't take any more. Why I don't know. I guess that's considering it to be full. So we dump that all here. And there we go. Man, what? Let's go look at the numbers on this baby. I am really impressed with it. Okay, small tractors. Rigitrack. 68 horsepower. 24 miles per hour. 80 kilowatts an hour. Huh. This one's 136 horsepower. That's 100. So it is the weakest. But let's go and see what that forage wagon requires. Well, it only requires 60 horsepower, 44 kilowatts. So it's definitely within its. So that's not that impressive. 35. Yeah, see, that's all within its parameters. So that's good. Actually, it handled that. Oh no, that's the plum or the plowing. There's the tether. Yeah, it's only 30 horsepower. So yeah. Okay. Well, that's it. Got the cows fed, and I got some surplus. I might go throw it in my silage. Haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. Let's take a quick look at the map before we go. And when you start, you own this right here. Okay, so let's go right there. That's what you own, and that's all grass, and it's a hill. So it ain't. I mean, you could turn it into a. You'd have to plow it and level it, and oh man, it'd take a long time. It'd be pretty expensive. You won't make money for a while, and then or you could just cut the grass. Like all I did was cut that, and you saw how much grass it gave me. So Um, I got a lot of land to start buying. Let's see how much money I got. I got 425,000. Let's go. Well, I'm going to save that because I'm out to buy some equipment first. But I think the first properties I'm going to buy is this one right here. I guess I could buy 30. How much they want for it? 330,000. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and buy it. Oh no, 285,000. That was my property I was looking at. Okay, 285,000. I'm going to buy it. And in yesterday's video, I showed you how to do this. All you got to do is go into the construction section, which is in the middle. On the PlayStation, it's the big rectangular button in the middle, and you go down to construction, and then you go down when it opens up. You go down to production, then you go down to generators, and it's the first or the last one. There it is, or it's in the middle now. But get the government one. Don't get the municipal, because let me tell you something. $8,400 a month, $8,400,000 a month. Which one would you rather have if you're going that route? Now, if you don't want to, you start off with the lawnmower. Everything you see here on the property, the cows, which is nice. You got the truck. You got this is the. I think that's a lawnmower. What is that thing? That is a lawnmower. Yeah. Okay, I got two lawnmowers then. And that attaches to the front of my tractor. I got a weight there. You got the attachments for your front loader. Right there. This all comes with the game when you open it up, okay? You got this tractor, this plow. You got this shed to put stuff in. You got these, I don't know. It's just decoration. Here's your water. That's where you get your water from. You come with that tank right here, this tanker. That's the other tractor. So you got 3 tractors to start off the game. Here's the front loader. Now I bought these to buy the bags. It's a double bag, and it's pretty cool. It's the first time I've ever used it in the whole 5 years I've been playing. No, 9 years I've been playing this game, and I liked it. So I bought it. I got it. I'll use that instead, because you can only buy TMR in the bags for some reason. And here's a it's more for like bales and stuff. And then we use those two, the rower and the tedder. Here's a baler. This will make the grass into bales and drop it out the back there. Good for making silage, given to the cows. And here's a bigger tank for probably milk. Probably put milk in it, but it does take water. And here I got a bunch of TMR in storage for the cows. So I'm good on the cows. And then this is my silo. And it holds a whole bunch. Let's see if I can open it up and see how much is in there. Silo's empty, so it's nothing to show you. And that's it. And then I got that slurry. The slurry and the silage bunker. I mean, it's a nice setup to start off. It really is. And I got my own repair shop. Now, it charges me, but I can repair things. You got your own fuel thing. Now, it comes empty, so what you got to do is open that up, and you got to buy it. And it's full right now. So you just buy it to fill it up. And then you can refuel. And then I got the electric thing over there, the recharger. And then the silage bunker and the liquid manure tank. That's free fertilizer, guys. And that's coming from your cows. How it gets from there to here, I don't know. I might have to... Do I have a... Let me see if I have to do that. It might be automatic. If it's close enough, sometimes it's automatic. Okay, that's if I want to buy more cows. It's even got an animal. Usually you got to go to a store and transport them, but you can buy them right here. Okay, that's the water. That's the dump. So let's see. So how much do I know? These are all the different stuff you can make. There's silage. I love silage. Okay, diesel. I got 10,000 liters. I've got 151 things of milk that I can sell. That's what my cows are making. Yeah, I'm not making any slurry yet or manure, so I might have to take it over there somehow. Okay, they're at 100 health. I got 15 of them. Because usually you got a way to load it and then take it over, like if you want to sell it. But let me see what's going on here. Silo's empty. I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. So, all right. Well, listen. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Thank you for everybody who's already done so. Leave a comment if you'd like a good, bad answer question. I learn so much from people when I make a video. They show me everything I do wrong. Thank you very much, and have a nice day.